You know that person in every meeting who stares at their notes? That friend who looks at their phone while talking? That stranger in the elevator studying the floor like it's the Mona Lisa? Yeah, that's not rudeness. That's not disrespect. And it's definitely not what everyone assumes it is. According to neuroscience, their brains are processing the world on a completely different frequency. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see that awkward person who won't look you in the eye. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Avoiding eye contact doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean you're lying, and it definitely doesn't mean you're hiding something. But there is something fascinating happening in your brain that's completely different from the 70% of people who lock eyes without thinking twice. Let's start with the obvious question. Why is eye contact such a big deal to everyone else? Humans evolved to read faces for survival. For thousands of years, eye contact meant trust, connection, threat assessment. Looking into someone's eyes released oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It signaled, I'm not a predator. You're safe. In modern society, eye contact became the currency of confidence. Break that rule and suddenly you're suspicious or rude. But your brain isn't playing the same game. But here's where it gets interesting. People who avoid eye contact often have what psychologists call heightened neural sensitivity to direct gaze. Translation? Your brain treats eye contact like someone turned the volume up to 11. It's not avoidance. It's sensory overload management. Number 1, your brain is having a full conversation while everyone else hears elevator music. When most people make eye contact, their brain processes basic information, facial expression, general mood, simple recognition. Your brain, it's downloading everything. The micro expression that flashed for 0.3 seconds, the pupil dilation that betrayed their real emotion, the tension in their jaw. Scientists call this hyper-awareness of social cues. Research from the University of Kyoto found that people who avoid eye contact show significantly higher activity in the amygdala during direct gaze. Your nervous system is processing their emotional data and maintaining conversation and managing your internal state simultaneously. So you look away, not because you don't care, but because you care so much your system needs a break to actually hear what they're saying. Number 2, eye contact feels like exposure and you're not paranoid. Eye contact is intimate. When someone looks into your eyes, they're seeing into you. And for people who avoid it, that vulnerability isn't comfortable. It's terrifying. Psychologists call this gaze aversion as emotional regulation. Your brain has learned that direct eye contact opens a channel you're not always ready to broadcast on. Maybe you're masking anxiety. Maybe you're processing trauma that makes feeling seen feel unsafe. Maybe you just have a rich internal world you're not ready to translate while someone's staring at you. A 2018 Cambridge study found that individuals who avoid eye contact scored higher in self-consciousness, not weakness, self-awareness. You know that eye contact demands performance, authenticity, immediate emotional availability. Your eyes are protecting your energy, your peace, your right to exist without constant emotional labor. Number 3, your brain's wiring said, actually, I focus better this way. For most people, eye contact helps concentration. For you, it destroys it. Neuroscientists discovered that avoiding eye contact during complex thinking actually improves cognitive performance. When you look away while talking, your brain is redirecting processing power from social monitoring to verbal articulation. Research from Ritsu-Maken University found that people with higher sensory sensitivity performed significantly better on cognitive tasks when not maintaining eye contact. You're not avoiding connection, you're optimizing mental resources. Number 4, you're not socially broken, you're culturally aware. The obsession with eye contact is extremely Western. In many Asian cultures, avoiding eye contact is a sign of respect. In some African and Latin American cultures, prolonged eye contact with authority is confrontational. But in America and Europe, if you don't maintain eye contact, you're labeled untrustworthy. The pressure is enormous. Anthropologists call this cultural display rules. You're not failing at eye contact. You're navigating a cultural standard that was never universal. I'm not saying eye contact is bad or that people who maintain it are shallow. I'm saying there are legitimate neurological and cultural reasons why some brains process direct gaze differently. Here's what's really interesting. People who avoid eye contact often develop other superpowers. They read body language better. They hear tone more accurately. They sense emotional shifts others miss. They're not disconnected. They're just connected differently. There's something quietly profound about refusing to perform connection in the way society demands. If you avoid eye contact, you're not broken, you're not rude, you're not suspicious. Your brain is just wired to prioritize depth over display, substance presence over performance. You're not failing at connection, you're just refusing to fake it. And that's the most honest thing you could do. If this resonated, you'll love why people who overthink everything are actually processing reality on a level most people never reach. Click the next video.